name's Michael Dolce, as always joined by my cohort in crime, the Lord of the live stream himself, Mr. Hassan Godwin. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
You're actually the Lord of the radio, but I've updated us.
I've given up correcting you on that one, so.
Well, that's good. You should.
We'll just wear it and we'll just move on.
You should give up. Yeah, just like my wife. She's given up. She knows who she married, kind of like you. So we talk comics, movies, TV, and pop culture every Wednesday night, right on YouTube.com/Rogue Matter and Facebook.com/We Are Rogue Matter. And tonight we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna be talking Moon Knight, episodes 1 and 2 for a little bit, give our take on it. And then we're also going to be diving into a very fan-favorite segment we used to do, which is called Trailer, Truth, or Trash. We're going to look at the Batman trailer, and we're going to see if it lived up to the movie's expectations. We're also going to be giving away some free comics. Woo, free comics. Everybody likes free comics. Just to give you guys a quick background, I am a comic book creator. I've done some work with Zenescope, with Image Comics, and I'm currently with Rogue Matter, which is a brand new digital content company. We've got a new Kickstarter coming out on Tuesday for Time Trader, so go check out Time Trader on Kickstarter, and we'll be giving out some issues as well. We're gonna do a little trivia, a little Q&A with you guys, and the person that answers the correct question will get free comics. And you can't go wrong with free comics, right? There you go. I love it. Usually these things are like church and there's no one in the front row, but here everyone's hyped and ready. I love it. We got a hype. Can we get a hype squad? Can we get a woo? I think we could do better than that.
Nicely done.
Hey, Fan Expo Philly, can we get a woo? All right, we're getting better. We're going to do that a little bit more throughout the show. All right. Talking Moon Knight first, Hassan. Now, Hassan, this is like a get-to-know-you section because I think a lot of folks out here haven't had the pleasure of knowing you or conversing with you. You love the weekly installment format.
Yeah, it's the greatest thing ever. It's why I gave up cable, just so I could watch a streaming service and come back week after week after week. It's my favorite thing of all time. I wish everything was broken up into weekly increments. Yeah.
Even meals?
Everything.
Meals?
Everything.
Everything's every week.
Sunlight, air, water, everything, all of it.
If you can't tell, he was being sarcastic.
Absolutely.
And with good reason.
It's disgusting.
He is not a fan of the week-to-week format.
In other words, it's gross.
He wants to binge. Do we got bingers? Or we'll go raise hands if you're a binge fan. Binge fan? Or week-to-week. Are you a week-to-week fan? Yeah, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. I got stuff to do. I ain't got 8 hours to sit in front of a TV.
That is your problem. That is not my problem. I am not taking responsibility for that.
Well,
I cut the cord. They told us to cut the cord, right? Everybody remembers cut the cord.
Yeah.
I cut the cord. And you know what? I'm paying more now to watch things weekly than I was with a bundle and a cable outlet. So, yeah. But I don't know why you brought this up, because it's a point of contention. Now I'm all salty, and we're in the middle of a show. So go on with the show. Go on, do what you do.
That basically is the show. At this point, I just get you riled up, and I just sit back. My whole MO is I just want to do the least amount of work possible and have him do the most amount of work. I think that's the American way.
Yeah.
So Moon Knight is week to week. By the time this airs on all major podcasting apps, because we're going to run this as our show, because again, this is now work for us today, so we don't have to do work on Wednesdays.
Yeah, so we'll be Wednesday. So effectively, we are in Wednesday.
We're in Wednesday, yes. Technically, we've altered time and space for everyone here, and now they have been transported to Wednesday night.
Episode 3 was great. It was fantastic. I mean, I need to see more of that, The meaning of life was revealed in the middle of episode 8. I totally got my motivation and inspiration for the rest of my life. It was probably one of the best episodes I've ever seen in my life.
I'm going to go show of hands, and I want the folks in the back too, show of hands. How many have seen the first 2 episodes? How many people are waiting to binge Moon Knight when it comes out? Okay. Well, you guys are screwed because that's all we're talking about is the first 2 episodes now. In detail, Hassan and I are going to act it out up here.
Yeah, we are.
So, unfortunately, that was a poor choice on your part not to come prepared to our show.
I'm going to fit a moonwalk in there somehow. I don't know how.
This is what we'll say, spoiler-free. We will make references to the first 2 episodes, unfortunately, but episode 3, of course, because it's now Magically Wednesday, we wouldn't talk about it anyway.
Yeah, we won't mention episode 3 at all.
Which we wouldn't anyway, because, we give people a 24 to 48 hour window to watch the show.
We don't. We actually don't.
But I'll say this about the first 2 episodes thus far. It is intriguing to me to see what Marvel is doing with a character that, honestly, I know my Marvel history. I'm a comic fan from the 90s. You're a comic fan from the 80s.
You don't need to tell them that.
Well, the late 80s. And I'm early 90s.
Late 80s.
Late
I'll
80s.
take late 80s.
Late 80s is good.
Okay, all right. That's good. It works for me.
I know my Marvel history. I know nothing about Moon Knight. I know Oscar Isaac. I'm hoping this is the one for him, because he's been in just some craptacular franchise roles to date.
Virtually unknown. He's a complete unknown.
I'm not going to give away what he's been in, because we have some trivia around this later. But to date, he has not been in anything
significant at all.
Well, no, he's been in things that are significant, but not critically well received among the fans. Is that a safe argument? All right, I'm gonna give you guys the answer to the trivia question before we actually do the trivia question. Force Awakens was probably the best Star Wars of the new trilogy films, right? The most. Okay. I know when I say best, let's say most best received.
Okay.
Right.
I'll give you that.
Best received out of the new trilogy.
That's
right?
safe. We can all agree on that, and that's fine.
But the next 2 were divisive and craptacular.
I will go with divisive. Out of political correctness, I will say they were divisive.
They were divisive.
I won't say craptastic, even though they were, just in case I don't want to insult anybody who actually likes it.
It's fair. It's fair. Yeah. So poor Oscar Isaac is in that franchise.
Yeah.
Flip back a few years earlier, and he joins a reinvigorated X-Men franchise. Days of Future Past. Wow, they've got this thing down.
It's Age of Apocalypse.
No, I know. But then they come out with that, and Oscar Isaac has the...
Oscar Isaac cashed that check. That's all Oscar Isaac cared about. He is in good shape. He's doing well. I wouldn't worry about it.
He's not hurting.
No, he's not hurting.
It didn't hurt his reputation. No. I think when you cover yourself in blue makeup, like no matter what, you're either going to get the praise, but you're not going to get any of the downfall. I think it's like the costume cleanses all. So this is the series.
So he's in good shape with Moon Knight then.
I'm hoping that this is Oscar Isaac's ticket to the big leagues in terms of Marvel, Disney studio franchises, and thus far in 2 episodes, I got to tell you, he takes it. He takes it. He runs with it. He does a nice job.
Yeah, I had no doubts. About Oscar Isaac whatsoever.
No doubts?
I had no doubts about Oscar Isaac.
Not even like a little?
Why doubt Oscar Isaac?
I was kind of doubting him. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know what's wrong with you. But anyway, no, if I have any complaints about that show, it certainly isn't him. The only complaint I have about this show is that they're giving it to me incrementally, and it's driving me crazy. But other than that, so what did you think?
No, you know what? I would sit there and tell you.
Because, often you'll tell me to watch these things, and then you won't have watched them, and then after I give my review, I'll ask you that question, and you'll be like, oh, let's move on. And then I
will blatantly just tell you I didn't watch it, but I did watch those 2 episodes, and I thought, right up to now, supposedly, like I've read some critics' reviews, and they keep talking about how it starts off strong, and then it doesn't. So I'm curious to know where it goes from here, but at this point...
It's going to be a fall off.
But at this point, it has started off strong, and shame on everyone in the audience who has not watched it yet. That's right. I'm looking at you, front row. Not you. You, front row.
I appreciate the people who are waiting to binge it. I am with them. I will not disparage them.
Okay.
All right. So far so good on Moon Knight. What do you think of the suit? It's comic book accurate, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So kudos there. Congratulations to everybody who was a Moon Knight fan before and now are appreciatively watching because it is Moon Knight manifest. Yeah. That's fantastic. The suit's not doing anything for me, though.
No?
To be honest with you. Yeah, no. It looks like some guy got into an elaborate costume and then everybody spray painted in white. And then they sent him on set.
It does have that quality.
He looked like he walked through a car wash of white paint. And now, there's like no detail on that costume whatsoever.
We have to get the Lady Grimm cosplayer who was just on here on the stage before us.
Yeah, she'll straighten that whole mess out. Okay, so
are you big into costume dynamics? Like, is that a big thing? I don't mean that in like, I'm genuinely asking because like people are into different things, and like I accept like.
Am I into costume dynamics? That's an interesting question. I've never actually been asked that question. But,
yeah.
So I've never had to think
you
about it.
Always remember your first time.
Yeah, but if you're gonna ask me if I'm into costume dynamics, then yes, I am.
Yeah.
I have to admit that, like Batman, Spider-Man, Iron Man, various other, a lot of it is the costume does a lot of work for those guys.
What did you think of the Batman costume? Because we're going to do a Batman trailer through the trash, but I'm curious about that.
I liked his costume a heck of a lot better than the Christopher Nolan Batman. I'm not going to get into the controversy of which is superior to the other.
No. Controversy's good.
I'm not going to do that because we're going to have to walk out of here. And I don't want to get accosted while we're walking out of here.
You're super tall. You'll get out with no problem. Yeah. I'm the one that would have to worry about it.
I don't want to have to protect you.
I'm very squirmy,
I don't want to have to deal with that either.
And I'm a hair puller. Yeah. So, be careful. I have my methods.
All right. That's a lot of information. I really appreciated the Batman's costume. Very much so.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Like, the costume does a lot of work. The costume is enigmatic and bombastic and, mythical and frightening. That's what costume should be. And Moon Knight is he's not. No.
Say cheese
Don't
ball?
put words in my mouth. I like it. It's mystical. It flows on its own, stuff like, wind blowing and all that stuff. That's fine. But I don't know. Aesthetically, it's not doing anything for me.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
What about you?
We're gonna go audience reaction now. I'm gonna go should we do a woohoo? Yeah, I'm gonna go woohoo. All right. Thumbs up for the Moon Knight costume. Give me a woohoo. That was a weak woohoo. So thumbs down, give me a buh. No, I didn't say boo. I said buh. I want buh. Yeah, all right. But he's seen the costume, so that's good. All right. So, in closing, you love the week-to-week format. You think the costume is fantastic, and Oscar Isaac is in another bomb.
Yes.
All right.
That's exactly what I said.
That about sums up
Verbatim.
Our Moon Knight segment right now.
Excellent.
Coming up next, we're going to give away some free comics because I like giving stuff away. It's a lot of fun. It makes me feel good. For anybody listening to us in the podcast afterwards, you don't get free comics. You should need to be here at Fan Expo Philly. We want to thank all the folks at Fan Expo Philly for having us, by the way. Peter Katz, Jerry Milani. I want to thank Chuck and Shauna Lindsay as well for putting this all together. And when we come back, some free comics, and then we are going to do a trailer, Truth or Trash, with The Batman, coming up next. All right, we are back. This is the Rogue Wave Podcast. We broadcast live every Wednesday night. Technically, we'll be live this Wednesday, but it'll be a reshowing of this. YouTube.com/Rogue Matter and Facebook.com/WeAreRogueMatter. Go to RogueMatter.com to check out more. All right, this is a favorite segment of mine. It is Trailer, Truth or Trash. We take a movie trailer after the fact and to determine, did the movie actually live up to what they sold us early on? We've done some of these for Shang-Chi, we've done some for Dune, and now we get to do the Batman trailer. So I'm going to cue my...
Has everyone seen the Batman?
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Hey! This is what the positive reinforcement comes in. I didn't even ask for a woo, and we got a woo. I love you. Thank you.
The Batman was awesome.
Sorry, it was.
Spoiler.
Wait,
the Batman was awesome.
Were they wooing the Batman, or were they wooing me?
No, they were wooing the Batman.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm absolutely sure.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to ask.
They were saying boo earns. Boo earns. All right. Are we cueing the trailer? We're good to cue the trailer. Here is the Batman trailer. All right. Opens up this spooky diner. So, oh my goodness. And there is some. Oh, there's troops. There's troops coming.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not going there yet. All right, we're not going there yet. We're going to go, this is the beauty of live. We're going to go back over here. You tell me when. It's rolling. All right, Spooky Diner. We'll take 2.
We're back at the Spooky Diner.
This is a creepy diner, right? Oh, there's some troops now. Here's the question I had.
Is the diner creepy, or is it just the people who are eating there who are creepy?
Well, I don't know yet. But from that trailer, I looked and I see like troops. And at first I'm like, are those like shock troops or are they like cops?
They look like cops.
Well, now they look like cops.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like some creepy dude. It's like, all right, they found the Unabomber.
Dude likes to play with his food.
The Unabomber is the Riddler. Who knew? The entire time. All right, so there's a lot of steam going on. We got some mood. Oh, there's that bat signal.
Do you think the movie delivered on the steam?
Wait, we'll get that later. We'll get that. This is Mystery Science Theater portion of our broadcast.
Understood. I'll let you riff it.
All you know is these people are going to get the S kicked out of them, like no doubt. Like anytime you see Batman coming out of the shadows and you're like a bad guy, like seriously, if some dude dressed as Batman came up to you, I would run away. Period. Like even in like real times, like 2022 Fan Expo Philly.
Depends
I'd be like,
on which, because if it was Adam West, I don't know if I would run away.
I would run even more. I would run even more. If someone came up to me dressed as Adam West Batman, like picture you go walk outside, you're going to go get a cheesesteak or something, and some guy in a Batman
costume.
costume.
Around here, right around now.
oh crap! It's the guy from Twilight. He's in there. How about that? He's very gothy. Very gothy.
Yes, very gothy.
Yeah, I don't know, not that good. Oh, but again, he's really beaten up, and I guess that's the Penguin. And we got Catwoman. I mean, we got everybody,
that's
right?
That's Colin Farrell.
I noticed this is just a lot of like cool action shots, very dark. But yes. I don't exactly know what's going on.
It seems like there's a guy dressed like a bat.
Yeah.
And he's beating a lot of people up. That seems to be what I'm getting from this.
Why don't they ever shoot him in the face? I don't understand that. His face is completely covered.
All right, well,
uncovered.
When you get the opportunity, you'll know to shoot Batman in the face.
I will. That'll be the first thing I do.
All right.
All right. There's a serial killer, too. I don't know who that is.
Well, a lot of people are getting killed.
There's your requisite superhero back shot. You always have to show the back of the superhero, a la Ben Affleck Daredevil, and a la Ben Affleck Batman. And now Robert Pattinson.
It seems like it's a Batman thing.
Oh, he got him. He's telling him he got him. Oh, snap. He did not get him.
We knew he didn't.
He did not get him.
Everybody knew he didn't get him.
He didn't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody but him.
Everybody but him.
Everybody but the Penguin knew that he didn't do it.
All right. That was the Batman trailer. All right. As far as trailers go, that was a pretty badass trailer, right?
One of my favorite trailers.
Right. Now let's give a woo to thumbs up. One of the best trailers you've ever seen. Yeah, I tricked you. I said thumbs up, but I also said woo. That was good. You guys are a very smart audience. I like it. You guys pick up very quickly.
They won't be fooled by you. They won't be cowed by your tricks.
Overall, we like to break down these 3 questions: where are we at? Who's the big bad? And what kind of film are we actually watching? Right. So the first thing, where are we at, is like the setup and the style. The one thing I saw from this trailer and this movie that lines up pretty accurately is it is dark, right? It is like Game of Thrones, battle against the walkers.
A long night.
Dark.
Yeah.
Not as bad though, because I was able to actually make out, what was happening in the Batman.
Well, all right. I had better TV than you, so I was able to see what was going on in the long night also.
Oh, did you do that?
Yeah, I did. I did.
How many people here...
I upped the contrast. Everything was fine. I was all right with it.
I messed my TV up, by the way, doing that, watching Game of Thrones. Like, how many people messed their TV up, like the settings, when they watched that episode of Game of Thrones?
A lot of people messed their TV up at the end of season 8. Not really just that episode, but the last episode. That's pretty much where everybody messed up.
All my settings have been permanently, deleted from that. But anyway, all right.
So it was dark. You established it was dark.
Dark, dirty.
Now, when you saw the movie,
did
the movie deliver on the dark?
It did.
Okay, it was dark.
It definitely delivered on the dark.
Throughout the movie, there was darkness.
Except for his little, sunrise rendezvous with Catwoman.
Okay.
Very romantic choice, by the way. Did you notice that? When he was kind of he's like, I'm going to go check out Catwoman. Oh, it's in the sunrise. Oh, look, it's so pretty, just like your eyes.
I don't think that was the voice he used when he
I think it was.
All right, excellent. All right, but...
Where are you getting your news from?
There was the sunrise was in the trailer.
Yeah.
So that also delivered. So there were sunrise vistas, romantic vistas.
Very romantic vistas.
And a lot of darkness.
I expected better chemistry between the two of them, though, in the film.
That wasn't one of your criteria.
No, but I'm saying it's the setup. It's the setup here.
You expected things to be better?
I don't know. In the I don't think the movie delivered in terms of what it set up in the trailer as far as the Catwoman Batman dynamic. That was my take. I was kind of like, why is she attracted to a guy in a bat suit? Like,
because she was a woman in a cat suit.
But she wasn't in a cat suit. That's the thing. None of the people around them, even the Riddler, was like, I found it at Home Depot. Like, he got his mask at Home Depot.
She said she liked strays. She considered him a stray. You know, that answers everything.
Mentally a stray?
Yes.
That must be what it is.
Yeah.
Well, but that's the problem with superhero films. When they go ultra realistic, you teeter on the, that guy's kind of nuts. It doesn't feel like that when you're reading the comics. When you're reading the comics, it's like, no, it makes total sense that if your parents are murdered, you would go overseas, train for a year, come back, put on a costume that's a bat, go out there, jump off of rooftops and stop like shoplifters and muggers. Like that makes total sense when you're reading the comic.
You're looking a little too deep into the Batman, but all right. I'm with you on it.
I thought it could have been sexy.
All right. Definitely could have been a little more sexy.
Who is the big bad? That's the other That's the second question we have.
Okay. All right. Now you're asking, does the trailer give a good hint as to who the big bad is?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Right? If we go with the Riddler as the big bad, the creepy diner scene in the beginning is a pretty good tip-off that the Riddler is going to be the main heavy.
No. See, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to disagree. My initial impression was that the Penguin was the big bad.
Why?
Because that scene at the beginning felt to me like the end scene that would lead into the next movie. That he was the secondary big bad. That maybe if he was there, he's not the central...
on your knowledge of weirdly linear narratives in
But
movies.
also, think about it. When we see the Riddler finally in costume, his costume doesn't look anything like he does in the comics.
I agree with you. But they did drag a guy out. They made a big deal in the beginning of the trailer of a guy in the diner being arrested. And when they moved him out, they had the really creepy music.
Yes.
As they zoomed in on the question mark that he wrote in his latte.
Okay.
So that kind of tipped me off that we were going to be seeing a movie about the Riddler.
I go Penguin. I go Penguin.
I didn't even know that was the Penguin until I saw the movie.
Well, true. I'll give you that. I actually didn't know who that guy was.
So I will disagree with you there.
I immediately thought, well, that's obviously Colin Farrell in a lot of makeup. No, I didn't think that at all.
I didn't think that at all.
I mean, that makeup was pretty outstanding, I got to tell you.
I thought that guy got killed.
I thought the Riddler was
being chased by a fire
actually.
demon, and he was, obviously run over.
Show of hands, when you watch the trailer, how many people knew that was the Penguin in the trailer? You knew it. Oh, you guys are pretty good, because I had no idea. I was like, that dude is just a dude. Yeah, well, all right, the goiter gave it away. Yeah, all right, that's fair enough. I was expecting like a longer nose, maybe, like a Wizard of Oz nose.
That's a stereotype, man.
I know.
That's terrible of you.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna happen. Our goal is not to get fired, but it's gonna happen. All right, so I'm gonna go. So setup and style, we're gonna go truth. Big bad, we're gonna disagree. You're gonna go truth. I'm gonna go trash.
I'm going to say truth, yeah.
All right, I'm going to go trash on this.
Absolutely, it was a reveal. And you know what? I was right, because, the big bad in the movie is the Riddler.
Yeah.
So,
I know.
That's me all the way.
No, you were correct. I'm just saying,
I'm running away with that.
The trailer itself, to me, didn't do it. All right.
Victory as far as
last question that we're going to ask is, what kind of film are we watching? What is this film? And to give an example, we looked at Shang-Chi. The trailer looked like a grounded martial arts film. I thought we were going to watch, maybe Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. We ended up watching, what is it?
You're on your own.
Lord of the Rings. It felt like more Lord of the Rings than it did.
I thought you were going to go someplace else.
Crouching Tiger.
Yeah, it was. It was a fantasy story. It wasn't. It wasn't so much a martial arts film as it was a high fantasy story. Yeah. Right.
That's kind of what I got from that film. In this film, I think it delivered pretty much exactly what the trailer set up, correct?
I think the trailer was trying to tell us very subtly that this was a Batman movie.
Was it?
And I think it succeeded.
I missed that.
I mean, look, I'm really better at this than you are.
I thought it was part 4 of Twilight. I did.
No, yes. A lot of people did. And I was ahead of them. I was in the audience. I'm like, no, guys, this is Batman.
Not those guys. They knew.
No, those two guys are way ahead of us. But everybody else, I had to help them out. But I was kind of tipped off that it would be about a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Right?
What kind of Batman movie did you get, though?
As opposed to what? Like, what are the choices?
Well, I mean, 1966 Batman was a completely different Batman than, say, Michael Keaton Batman.
Okay.
Which was completely different than, say, Christopher Nolan Batman.
But I like both of those Batmans.
I do.
So, are you asking me if I liked this Batman, this iteration of Batman?
Yes.
Did I get a good Batman?
Yes.
I got a good Batman. I got a very good Batman. I liked this Batman. I very controversially do not like the Christopher Nolan Batman film.
He's a big poo-pooer of Dark Knight.
Yeah, and so this one, and it wasn't a big bar for it to get over for me to like it more. But I actually did genuinely like the film. I think it's a solid film. It's stuck with me for maybe about 2 or 3 weeks after I saw it for the first time. So I had to see it again. So that's always a good sign for me.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a good Batman movie.
So
to answer your question,
you're gonna truth that question then.
That's a total truth. Well, it's a truth that it was a Batman movie. It seemed like it was about a Batman movie, and then when I went to the theater, I was very happily surprised to find it was a Batman movie. So it was a trailer truth.
Okay. As usual, you are 100% incorrect about everything you just said.
All right. So what did you think it was?
I expected a Batman movie, and what I got was 7. And I'm okay with it. I think I'm totally cool with the fact that they basically made a murder thriller that I got to go to the theaters to watch in the form of a Batman movie, in the guise of a Batman movie. And like I said, I'm going to trash it just from the basis of what we grade this on, but I'm not at all upset that we got 7 where Brad Pitt is basically in a Batman costume.
You're contrarian right now.
No, I'm not. I said the same thing. I said the same thing when we reviewed the actual movie.
Yes. Well, I mean, it was gritty. It was realistic.
Yeah.
People died. I don't know about 7, but I do agree with you that it was a genuine...
What's that? Oh, yeah. Okay. See?
All right. Saw, it's a little more like Saw.
More like Saw.
Because it was very gimmicky. Full of gimmicks.
Yes.
The villains are gimmicky. The deaths were gimmicky. The last act was an entire vaudeville gimmick.
I'm not going to lie. That actually just blew my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Go sign these guys up.
Well, we got 2 extra chairs.
Yeah, we need 2 more people up there.
Look, whatever amounts to us making all the money and you guys doing all the work, I'm all about. So if you guys, no, it's okay. There's no money in podcasting. Joke's on us. It is a lot like Saw. It is a lot like Saw, but I liked it, right? Is everyone kind of, agrees except for the folks that are waiting because they just didn't want to go to the movie theaters. They wanted to wait till HBO Max. It's fine. It's fine. Don't be a part of the crowd.
That's what I'm waiting for.
You went, though.
I went once. I have a friend who's seen it 6 times already.
Dear God.
Yeah.
And did they upsell him every single time? Because
yes.
They're charging like double the price.
Yeah.
Like, if they see this guy coming, they should just charge him extra.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a mark.
Be like, tickets are $30 for this guy.
He can't get it. He wants to buy a charger. So I mean, he's taking it to the nth degree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he enjoyed it.
We're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna give you guys a little audience participation. Best Batman movie ever. I'm gonna rattle off some Batman movies. I'm gonna leave out the obvious ones that are terrible, like The Dark Knight. No, I'm just kidding. And you're gonna give me a thumbs up, round of applause, woo. You surprise me with your reaction. React if Batman Begins is your best Batman movie. All right. I threw a little wild card in there. I thought that was pretty good.
Yes.
If my friend Nevin was in the crowd here, he would react to this one. If The Dark Knight Rises is your favorite he gave a thumbs up. See, there's always one. There's always one.
Awesome.
You, sir, have terrible taste.
I admire your strength.
I'm just kidding.
I admire your bravery.
Everyone can enjoy for themselves, incorrectly if they'd like. No, I'm very mean. I shouldn't be mean. I actually love everyone that they're here.
Not mean. I try.
He's very nice.
Not to be mean.
He's very intimidating looking, but but at the same time, he's a heart of gold.
Sunglasses.
The Dark Knight is your favorite Batman movie.
Yes.
We got.
Yes.
Oh, we didn't get a ton actually.
Yes.
The Batman is your favorite Batman movie. All right, we got one for that.
Very good.
I Am Alive in the audience. Okay, good, because I've been rattling off like the best Batman movies, and I guess I haven't actually. Oh wait.
This guy didn't fall for it.
1989 Batman. I forgot that one.
Right there.
It is a mature crowd.
Yeah.
I forgot that one.
You can't beat nostalgia, man.
No, I guess you
cannot do that.
You know what it is, though, too? Because we're, like, so inundated with new stuff now that I think the stuff that came out 10, 20, 30 years ago just feels bigger than it is. Because we just didn't have a lot of stuff back then. We didn't have a lot of...
The stuff that came out 10, 20, 30 years ago typically is better than some of the stuff that we get now, so...
I thought you were avoiding controversy.
Well, I don't think that's a very controversial
I want you to steer into the No, there could be some, Gen Zers and millennials who'll be like,
anyway,
okay, boomer, get off my lawn.
I'm such a boomer that my favorite comic book movie of all time is the Superman, the motion picture. So, there we go. I'll be with them.
You found your tribe.
Yes,
you found your
absolutely.
People. Mine is clearly the greatest movie is Batman and Robin. Like that's without a doubt. Like
that was my second one.
I thought that was obvious. I don't know.
I hit my head that night, and so therefore that was the greatest movie I'd ever seen.
This has been the Rogue Wave podcast. I want to thank you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much. Give our technical crew over here, Chuck and Shauna, the round of applause, and give Fan Expo Philly a big round of applause as well for having us. We want to thank everyone. Again, if you'd like to tune in, we do our shows every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, on youtube.com/Rogue Matter, facebook.com/We Are Rogue Matter. You can get us on either one. We're commenting. We're very snarky. And you can also go to roguematter.com. It's a brand new digital comic book company where everything is free. You can literally read everything for free. It's I don't know how they're making money, but they're paying us, so it works out pretty good. Who wants to do some trivia? Hi guys, Mike Dolce here from the Rogue Wave podcast. If you like this video, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps us out. Leave a comment, let us know what you'd like to see in future episodes, and tune in every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern for a brand new episode of the Rogue Wave podcast.